We're on the cusp of Generation 10, and I wanted to take a stab at designing some starter Pokemon before they announced the official designs, specifically the Grass-type starter. I already designed the final evolution, so check that out if you haven't, and I talk about my design process there, but the process for a first form starter is quite different. Notably, they need to be unbelievably cute, inoffensive, marketable, and have a lot of appealing young child kind of personality. Since the start, but especially in more recent gens, starter Pokemon have these massive heads. You can watch me tweak this as the design goes, and they need to be the respective color of their typing. My final evolution has a gray rocky rhino with foliage growing on him, but the starter needs to be green himself. I tried to make sure that this guy's flowers were simplified. They're floppy looking in a way I think could bring his movement and animations to life. I imagine these flowers spinning or perking up with his attacks, and I struggled to simplify the colors down. I knew some starters have a few colors on them, but recently it's usually been black, white, two shades of the same color, and maybe one accent. I still think this guy might be a bit generous with the amount, but I did my best. I want this guy's personality to come across as a wide-eyed, innocent baby that doesn't know its own strength or weight, like a bull in a china shop, but cute. I imagine his middle evolution is probably where the rock starts to become incorporated, but since all starters other than Bulbasaur are monotype to begin with, I'm only focusing on the grass type and the flowers. I added some leaf vein patterns to the back of the ears and made the toe nubs this darker green, which different from how they're usually later on real animals, but I think it helps the dark green feel balanced across the design instead of making it far too top-heavy in its focus. Overall, I'm really happy with how this design turned out. I never thought much about baby rhinos being this cute, but now I cannot stop thinking about this big, chunky baby kicking his feet in the dirt and frolicking in fields like a 200-pound puppy. This is Banako, a combination of the English and Indonesian words for rhinos, rhinoceri, package, and flowers. And I hope you think he's as cute as I do.